if you're a teacher, you got into it because, teaching is the most wonderful thing in the world. I remember when I started, I thought, it's kind of amazing that they'll pay you to do this job. I mean, this is so much fun.
This summer, our online STEM workshops will enable you to teach better in today's virtual environment. Our leaders are master teachers who show you how to do it with materials and teaching methods. Our workshops are lively and interactive, not webinars with talking heads or a simple stream of content. Our leaders have experienced the same classroom challenges that you have. They know how hard it is to meet these challenges in real time with real kids.
If you're doing this with 25, 30 kids in your class, you're going to have a much larger sample size.
So I was thinking about kind of like an aeroponic system.
They know how to use student mode to immerse you and your peers in real classroom situations.
And as a kid too, okay, so you need a growing media, like what could that be? And so I went out in my garden and I was looking and thinking, and then I got this idea of mulch.
So I appreciate that because I think it's important, especially for kids, to realize that they can do this with things that they have at home and they don't need to, go to Kifus, right?
As you connect with colleagues from across the country, you will find your niche as a contributor to the community in your own style.
Well, I think it's so evident from looking at all of the examples that you put in, that I have just begun to scratch the surface of what the possibilities are.
We're here as teachers to help one another try to come up with answers for those types of questions that are essentially impossible unless you bring together educators. So I think that's the beauty of the STEM Teachers piece.
It's been a great compliment to my teaching, and it has changed the way that I think about teaching.
I think this workshop is a wonderful way to really jump on board with NGSS.
Our workshop and leaders are the doorways to long-term professional development, to an ongoing connection with colleagues, initially in the workshop, subsequently via the materials and email. You would be part of the rich, nurturing community of over 1,000 lively, receptive STEM teachers that is STEM Teachers NYC.
In a world where we want to be available for students who are sort of long distance, we want to be able to potentially say, if you can't make it in for your interpersonal instruction with me, then here's really a progression of activities and resources that you, student, can use on your own independently to be able to go through this.
We have never experienced this sort of remote learning environment for this amount of time, most of us. And we're not really sure what kids are going to be coming to school with, or even if we're going to be fully in person in school in the fall. And so we recognize that it's not just going to be enough to adjust our curriculum. We're really going to need to think about how we can be responsive to students and kind of change the way we facilitate learning.
Our workshops are very collaborative. We have found that getting everyone excited about the subject and talking with each other results in a tremendous experience. So that's what we'll be doing this summer, using all the tools we can find.
Hope to see folks over the summer. Thanks again.
Bye. Real waves.